Today we're going to speak with a few participants who have gone through Project Forever Striving so that they can discuss their experiences with us here at Project Forever Striving. And now we're going to introduce one of our former participants, Delsey Ray.
Hi. How is Mac?
Hi Delsey, how you doing today?
All right, how are you?
Fine. I'm just going to take some time out to ask you a couple of questions about your experience with Project Forever Striving.
Okay.
How did you find out about Project Forever Striving?
Through you, Miss Mac. Through your outreaches.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about your life in the last 26 years.
Last 26 years, I've been addicted to crack. I've been in and out of rehabs. I've been in about 25 rehabs. I lost my kids through DHS. I've been through a lot of hell. I've been through a lot of hell with my addiction, with my children. Mainly with my children and my mother.
Okay. And in the last year, could you give us some information about what happened to you last year, around about this time?
Last year, my house was firebombed.
Why? Why do you think your house was firebombed?
It was firebombed over $8 and a cell phone that I took from some guy.
And how did you know this guy?
I just knew him from the avenue, hanging in the deli, this beer place, hanging there day in and day out. And he hung there. And he didn't have any money, and he didn't have anywhere to stay. And I had a house, and my kids had done left me. And I didn't like being in the house by myself, so I used to go down there and let people, some of the people that I got high with who didn't have anywhere to stay, I used to let them come stay in my house. Okay. And he came to stay, and while he was asleep, I took his $8 and cell phone. And I wouldn't give it back when he woke up.
Okay. And when your house was burned down to a shell, you know, we did go see your house after it was burned down. Where did you go after that?
I had nowhere to go, so I went into the Red Cross shelter.
Okay, and when you went into the Red Cross shelter, you know, they helped you find another place. You had to stay there a certain length of time, and then they helped you find a place. How did Project Forever Striving play a part in helping you get your place situated, livable?
Project Forever Striving bought me everything that I needed for my apartment. Project Forever Striving funded everything. Down to the silverware, to my sheets, to my toiletries. They gave me everything that I needed, you know. Not only material things, they gave me the support and the guidance, and they gave me hope that I could rebuild my life again. And without Project Forever Striving, I might be living in a crack house right now, living from place to place. I wouldn't be sitting right here where I'm sitting at now.
And throughout that process of you going back to treatment, tell us a little bit about the treatment facility that you attended, and how did you get there?
For one, I really didn't. I had, like I said, I've been in 25 rehabs and outpatients. So I didn't want to go into another program. But through Projects Forever Striving, building me up and, you know, making me have faith in myself that I could do it and not to give up on myself, I ended up in New Stop, which was an outpatient program. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go. I used to fight for going, but you, Miss Mac, used to give me like my one-on-ones and inspire me to keep on going. Like, I only could end up on top because I was already down into my lowest point. And you just, you know, you just stayed on my back. You would never give up. You got on my nerves a lot, you know. But you never gave up on me. Even when I gave up on myself, you did. You know, and that meant a world to me. You was more supportive to me than my family. You know, because they was tired of me. You know.
And where are you at now at New Stop? Have you completed?
I've graduated from New Stop. I still, you know, talk to my counselor, and I'm going back to do this the graduation ceremony, but I'm still a part of New Stop, even though I completed it. I work at Temple Hospital. I'm coming up on year clean. I have new furniture on layaway due to Project Forever Striving, like being in charge of my paycheck, you know, just making sure I spend my money where I'm supposed to spend it, and supporting me, going with me to get my check when it's time for me to get paid, because like I said, I've been on drugs for 25 years and money is a trigger for me, and I really can't handle my money on my own in the beginning when I first got clean. And you know, you took your time out of your schedule to come and meet me every Wednesday to make sure I did what I was supposed to.
What about your relationship with your family and your kids today?
My relationship with my mother is great. She told me she loved me, and it's the first time she ever told me that. My whole 45 years of life that I can remember, she told me that like a couple months ago. My children are so supportive of me, and I'm finally showing some stability in my recovery. And that's because I have Project and Miss Mac in my life, because out of the 25 years of being on drugs, I can say I might have only had about a year clean, and that year came because I was living in a facility for the whole year. I could never make it on my own out in the world, you know, without being under supervision. But with you building me up and Project Forever Striving, just believing in me when nobody else did, made a great difference in my life. I wouldn't be sitting here today, you know, 200 pounds and plus, you know, and working at Temple and happy. And I got confidence in myself. And even Project Forever Striving is even like on my back about me staying healthy, and you exercise and still continue to live right and live healthy. And that means a lot, even though I buck up against that, but she stay on my back about it.
Okay, thank you for your time. God bless you, and I love you.
Thank you, and I love you too, Miss Megan. Without you, there would be no me sitting here.